Fitch Report. My name is Sean Douglas, and we have Beck Willett on camera. And today our guest is Cheryl Coons.
Hi.
Cheryl Coons is a resident playwright with Chicago Dramatists. She's also the director of their new musical theater development program. She's a teaching artist with Storycatchers Theater, bringing musical theater to in-court and incarcerated youth.
Not upset me while I'm praying.
And she's also a musical theater writer, lyricist.
Yeah.
She does sort of everything, I guess. She's been produced across the country, in other countries, and everywhere from the Today Show to Carnegie Hall. Sherry is the regional representative for the Dramatists Guild in Chicago, and we are currently in her car because she was having some car trouble earlier, and it is 0 degrees out and negative 22 with the wind chill. So we are filming from inside her car. Now we asked questions of our audience online for things they wanted to ask you, and the main question we got from people was, what is the Guild doing with social networking and social media, and how they're adapting to the current generation of technology?
Yes, it is really a wonderful topic because they just did a national conference here in Chicago last summer, or summer before last, and they did a whole seminar on, Dramatists Guild did a whole seminar on social networking and how playwrights can create an identity for themselves online, and the way that that leads to relationships, which can lead to production. So one of the things that the Guild is doing is the Guild itself has a Twitter account. The Dramatists Guild Fund has a Twitter account. All the Guild staff members have Twitter accounts. There are private Facebook groups and public Facebook groups for the Guild. There is a public Facebook group for the national organization that can be joined by anybody. And there are several private regional Facebook groups that can be joined by people who contact the regional reps. So it's one way to promote certainly relationship, which is what this is all about. It is a challenge to see the direct path from Twitter to a production. However, the more public your identity is as a writer, the more visible you are as a writer, the more you connect with audiences who are consuming social media, the more interesting you might be to a theater that is considering producing your work. I was somewhat shocked when at this Guild conference 2 summers ago, the Gwydion Sullivan, who was monitoring it, said that there's a culture now that is, I don't want to know you if you're not on social media. But there's a perception among decision makers that if you don't have a social media presence, that you may not be somebody who's really engaged in the world. And, you know, it's kind of sad to say, I think.
Yeah.
But
I think there is a stigma on people that don't use social media.
Yeah. It's interesting because playwrights as a group, it's a social, collaborative art form, but playwrights as a group, much of the process that we do is oftentimes solitary. And so for some people it's a real stretch. Some people feel self-conscious about speaking on social media platforms. People have technology concerns, but basically what the Guild is providing is inspiration, education. We'll be having another conference this summer in La Jolla, California, July 15 through 19, and at that conference this is going to be a very big topic because being in California, there's also relationships with film industry and television industry, which is facing some of the same questions and issues.
Another question we had is, what is the Guild currently doing with young artists, and is it worth it for them to pay the membership fees and get involved?
Absolutely.
And maybe to have a profile
absolutely.
on the website?
It's once you have, it really is less about marketing and more about the utility of, if you have a contract to negotiate for a production of any kind, any size, the moment that you've sent it off to the Guild lawyers to review it, you've more than paid for your fee, for your annual membership fee, because they are terrific about reviewing any scale contract. They can't negotiate a contract for you, but they provide that service to all members, which is awesome. I mean, you really, the amount of, first of all, finding an entertainment lawyer Second of all, that person's time. This is most theatrical contracts are probably not things you should have your friend who's a real estate lawyer look at. They're probably things that are specific to the entertainment industry, and the guild lawyers are always available. They do a great turnaround. I think the longest I've ever had to wait to receive a contract back was, I think, a week. So they're awesome in terms of just promptness. It's free once you're a member. The Guild magazine is a terrific resource. The there's a Dramatists Guild resource book that annually comes out with all the production opportunities, contact names, descriptions of opportunities, including some things that don't typically come up in play submission listings because they're development or writers' retreats, things like that. So there's all of those resources. And for me, the benefit of participating in a national conversation really feels like the most significant. The Guild is extremely responsive. The local reps are encouraged to be responsive to local membership questions, but the national leadership is extremely responsive to playwright inquiries. And again, the membership care is the priority of the organization.
There we go. Do you have anything you want to promote or any plugs you want to give?
I guess what I would say is, if people are Dramatists Guild members in our region, I represent 5 states, so it's I represent the Chicago regional rep represents Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan. We have just done a regional event in Wisconsin for the first time at 10 Chimneys this fall, and our intention is to do further events that are outside of the Chicago area, at least a couple a year, so that the membership at large is able to benefit from that. And anyone who is interested in the Guild can attend any of these meetings, so you don't have to be a Guild member to attend and participate in these meetings. But if any of the people who are viewing this have a particular theatrical organization that they think would be a good place to host a Dramatists Guild event, we would love to hear from you. If you'd like to be connected on Facebook, you can send me a personal Facebook friend invitation, and I can put you into our Dramatists Guild regional private group. And anybody that is interested in more information about the Guild, please feel free to contact me, and I can give you my Guild address as well as my personal website. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today
you.
in your car.
Thanks for being flexible.
Yeah. Stay warm.
I will do.
All right. This has been the CLYDE FITCH Report. Thank you for joining us.